boys and girls. You have learned about the commutative property of multiplication, the identity property of multiplication, and the zero property of multiplication. Well, tonight I am going to show you the associative property of multiplication. Just as we learned in the last chapter about associative property of addition, associate means that you group with people. So in associative property of multiplication, it doesn't matter how you group your numbers together, you will still get the same product. So if you have 3 or more factors, any way you group them together, your product will be the same. Now I'm going to show you some examples. Here is example number 1. So let's say I have the factors of 9, 2, and 4, and I am going to multiply them together to find my product. For this example, I am going to associate and group numbers 9 and 2 together and multiply them, and 9 times 2 is 18, and then I'm going to take that factor and multiply it to 4. If I do not know what 18 times 4 is, we can remember that multiplication is repeated addition. So I can just take 18 and add it together 4 times. 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18, which equals 72. So 18 times 4 equals 72, and 9 times 2 times 4 has the product of 72. Okay, here is example number 2. So let's say I take the factors of 4, 2, and 7, and I multiply them together. And I have my unknown variable. I'm going to have it be a question mark. So I'm trying to find the unknown. For this problem, I am going to associate 4 and 2 together, and I'm going to multiply those factors first. So 4 times 2 is 8, and then I'm going to multiply that by 7. And I know that 8 times 7 equals 56. So 4 times 2 times 7 equals 56. So my unknown of a question mark variable equals 56. For this last example, I am going to use the same factors of 4, 2, and 7, but this time I'm going to group my numbers together differently. This time I'm going to take my 2 and multiply that to 7 as my factor. And 7 times 2 is 14. And then I'm going to use my 14 as a factor and multiply that by 4. Once again, if I do not know what 14 times 4 is, I can do repeated addition, and I can add 14 4 times. 14 plus 14 plus 14 plus 14, and that equals 56. So once again, no matter how I group my numbers together in associative property of multiplication, my product or answer is always going to be the same. Now I'm going to give you some examples for you to try at home in your journal. In your journal, I would like you to complete the following 3 problems. You may group the numbers however you wish, but just remember to show your work in your journal. Great job, boys and girls. The last thing that I would like you to put in your journal is the answer to this question. How does the associative property of multiplication help you calculate products mentally? Think about it, write your answer down, and we will share your answers tomorrow in class. Thank you. Have a great night and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.